What's going on, guys? And welcome to Friday night, closing out the 15th week of investing. Wow, it's been many weeks. But yeah, so we're closing out the 15th week of investing. We're going to take a look at the channel tracker. We're going to go over kind of a real life example of the dividend snowball, like even at the early stages. And then, yeah, just take a look at some stuff. Let's dive into it. All right, guys. So here we have our YouTube channel tracker. We'll follow this blue line along. We are on April 14th of 2023. Still not doing the weight thing. As I said, we're going to get back into that starting on Monday. But my investment balance is now over $4,000, guys. We are at $41.27 and 84 cents. Our total dividends earned, we had a big boost here. We're at $32.53, which is awesome. Again, these are starting to turn into real numbers. Our total growth in the account is negative 136.55. So moving in the right direction. Guys, we had a great week until today. So the market kind of nosedived today. Until that point, though, we were actually back up to down only $100, which is great. And then today. So it is what it is. Our YouTube income, we've made $100 still. We haven't budged from that point. Guys, that money wasn't from YouTube. That was from people signing up for Sofi down in the description below. I'm not a wealth manager, credit counselor, financial advisor, but if you want to sign up for Sofi, link in the description. More on that later. Total subscribers. Dude, that felt pretty good. I felt smooth there. Total subscribers, we're at 1,729. So we picked up a few guys. To the new subscribers and the old, thank you all. I appreciate you a lot. Total views, guys. I dropped the ball bad this week. We are at 178,523 total views. So this is the first time I've run into this issue, and shame on me for not checking, but usually when I upload these videos, because they're like 2 gigs, I film in 1080p and I upload in 1080p. So they're like 2 to 3 gig files. So, I made my video, I threw it up online, and then Google, or I shouldn't say Google, it's YouTube, but I guess Google. But YouTube, the upload didn't go through. So it uploads a standard definition version and then it upscales it after to HD, and the conversion to HD failed. So I do that and go to bed, then wake up and go to work, and that's how I do it. And I didn't realize that I didn't post my Monday video, which stinks. So I posted it yesterday when I was uploading another video, and I realized, oh my goodness, I did not post. And I got no views because I had no new video. So that was a bummer. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Total watch hours, though, we didn't get a lot of views, but we got some good watch time. So thank you for that, guys. We're at 36, 37, and 0.3. For those who don't know, in order to start getting paid by YouTube, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers. Again, thank you guys, all of you. And you have to have over 4,000 hours of watch content. So, here on the channel, we invest $50 every Monday through Friday into dividend paying stocks. And, we're focusing on happiness, health, and wealth, just like fun stuff, cool stuff, going to the gym, trying to lose weight, Pokemon cards, stuff like that. I feel like for a channel that's only been around for a couple months, I mean, we started in January, so this was my goal for the year, and I'm just thankful for any watch hours we get. But anywho, that is not why we're here. We are here to go over what's going on in the portfolio and how are these dividends looking so excellent. So let's take a look. We're going to dive into Seeking Alpha and check out what's going on. All right, so here we are in Seeking Alpha. Again, we trade in Sofi, but I like to monitor the portfolio here. I have everything sorted out by total value, just a check-in of where stuff's at, who's doing what, and which are the best, most profitable holdings. So both these two up top, SCHD and O, which is Charles Schwab's dividend equity ETF, and then Realty Income Corporation below it, we are currently putting $10 every Monday through Friday into both of these assets. You'll see here that right now SCHD is outperforming. We've seen good performance from SCHD over the past week, while Realty Income Corporation is on its way down. Basically, two things going on here. One, Realty Income Corporation, which is a monthly dividend payer and has increased their dividend every year for the past 26 years. I'm actually happy to see this go down a little bit. I firmly believe in this 100%. Same thing with SCHD. But, seeing these two go down doesn't bother me very much. I like it going down because I'm getting a deal on my future earnings. But yeah, so these are pretty good. Dividend got paid on Realty Income Corporation, ticker symbol O, today, which is awesome. That'll reflect in my total dividend payout tomorrow. So that's not even in this calculation, guys. So, good continual growth from these two holdings. But let's start at the top. SCHD, $743. That's a pretty chunky position here. I think that SCHD should be the first to cross the $1,000 total value border. That would be excellent. To see a stock or an ETF in our portfolio over $1,000 from just $5 or $10 a day would be so cool. And we're almost there. But yeah, we're at 10.10 shares. Dividend got paid out a couple weeks ago, so that was cool. Nothing much to say there. Realty Income Corporation, as I said, this one down this week for sure. So, normally this price of $60.77 per share is going to be trading around 70-ish, give or take a couple bucks. So like that 68 to 72 range, I would categorize as normal for this. So I look at it as we're just buying deals and steals right now, which is great. And again, they do pay dividends monthly. So every month that the stock stays low, I'm getting just a little bit more for free, and I'm all about that, guys. But coming down here to the next one, JEPQ, JP Morgan NASDAQ Equity Premium Income ETF. This is the only thing in the portfolio that we are not buying on a daily basis. This is a very new fund, so I figured what better way to monitor. Ooh, golly. Sorry for the yawning. What better way to monitor JEPQ than to throw it in a portfolio and kind of throw random money into it when we feel fit and watch it that way. So I'll be honest, I'm glad that we're doing that because the performance of this thing has been insane. If we look at the 1-year chart, it is down, but we started in January. So if we look at the year-to-date chart, we are up 10.4% year to date. That is so stellar. And this thing has room to grow. I mean, its high was 51.18 cents. Dividend forward yield, 12-month trailing dividend yield is 11.54%. But this fund is not even a year old yet. So, great dividends, decently low expense ratio considering it's a fully managed fund. This thing's just been a grand slam. So I might be adding this into the portfolio just a little bit more. We'll take a look at that as later. But yeah, this thing's been stellar. I can't wait till next month to see what our dividend looks like because it's been a huge bear. But back into the stuff that we are investing into Monday through Friday every day. Procter & Gamble leading the way. Guys, Procter & Gamble is not supposed to be one of these stocks that will just crush everything else, but it is crushing everything else aside from Pepsi. So Procter and Gamble, $5 a day into that, right? We have 2.61 shares. The price is back up to about 100 or to $151. The forward dividend yields come down a little bit over the past month because the price of the stock's gone up. But this dividend of $3.76 a year per share is pretty generous for a stock that's increased its dividend every year for the past 66 years. They will be taking a snapshot here of our total share count on 420 and paying that out next month. So that is something definitely to look forward to, getting a Procter and Gamble dividend payment next month. And you can see here that they're only up 0.14%, but we are up because we buy it every day. Similar story here with Pepsi. So Pepsi, we're at $392.65. I'm going to call that basically the same place as Procter and Gamble, within a buck. We also have 2.14 shares of that. And Pepsi's valuation, again, just another one that's been on the rise, guys. So we're at 183.51 per share. So awesome. With that price rise, we are now down below 2.49% for the forward dividend yield. So, this was up at like 2.7, 2.8. And guess what? We bought it at that, so we keep it at that. But for as far as it is now, price wise, that's where we're at. This one, dividend paid last month, so we're not going to see that for a while. But this stock, again, only up 2% for the year, and we're doing pretty well with that. Next, AT&T. This has been one of those stocks that's like this. The chart's like up and down and up and down and up and down. The swing traders are probably loving that right now. We are a dollar cost average trader, or investor, I should say. So we like it too. I don't mind buying it for cheap on some days and paying a little more on other days because it's averaging out to a pretty good deal. So we own 19.58 shares, $390.21. So we're looking good there. Almost $20 a share again. Just I feel like a week and a half ago we were paying $18.50 for this. So what were we paying a week and a half? Like look at this month chart. I guess it's pretty consistent. But $18.15 we were paying less than a month ago. On the year-to-date chart, look at this. Up, then down. I mean, where's the trough here? Yeah, 18.13. So we were paying a lot for it. Now we're paying a little for it. And now it's on its way back up. So we definitely got some steals there, which I love. I love a bargain on some stocks. But yeah, so AT&T doing its thing. Here we have a dividend payment coming out. And the thing that's exciting about this, guys, with AT&T is their dividend yield's pretty strong. But because the price point was low, we were able to buy more shares than I think we probably should have been able to in the short amount of time. So, with this dividend yield, we have, I'm just going to say 20 shares. I'm assuming on the 7th, we probably had 18 shares. 18 shares, I think this is paying like 28 cents or something like that. We're going to get a chunk of money from this, which is great. So, again, just another thing to look forward to. So, Jeppy's cooling off a little bit. All right. So Jeppy is kind of just hovering around the same price for now, which I am totally okay with because it pays a massive dividend and it pays it monthly. So if you can have a stock that doesn't go up or down but pays you 10% or so on the dividend, like that's fantastic. We are at exactly 7 shares of Jeppy. That's weird. We're at exactly 7 shares of Jeppy. Just looking forward to next month at the beginning of the month when we get our payout. BlackRock, it is rising from the ashes like a phoenix. So BlackRock, guys, we have over half a share, $373. Obviously, this is a lower amount than what we have in these other ones above it, obviously. But the good thing is BlackRock was way down, and now it's kind of clawing its way back. I mean, it feels like maybe even the beginning of the week, like we were down 8% year to date. Now we're down 5% year to date. They pay a pretty solid dividend, these guys, and they've increased the dividend every year for the past 13 years. So that's always good news. I mean, today's performance alone, they had their earnings call and they beat expectations by like a lot. And so, yeah, they're up 3% today. So that's killer. I mean, look at this chart, guys. If we go to year to date, this is the year to date. We were like way up in the 770 range, and then it plummeted to like 625, and now we're slowly grinding our way up. Again, dollar cost averaging is helping us out here. I'm glad that we didn't just dump like a couple grand in at this point, because that wouldn't have been great. But what is great is the dividend and just it coming back, clawing its way back out. And speaking of a stock clawing its way back out, we have MPW bringing up the rear. We are at $307 of MPW. We have 37 shares there, and the price is now at $8.28. I mean, this has been a wild ride this week for MPW, guys. I'm just going to pull up a 5-day chart. Look at that. Would you look at that? I mean, sorry. So we start off at 812. You know, we are still up in the week, which is good. Dropped down to 808, peaked up over $9, guys. Like, what? And then came back down, and now it's on its way back up again. Just complete mayhem. I think a lot of this is probably because of people getting dividends, and then their auto reinvest programs buy it and then they sell it off because they want the cash or want to put it somewhere else. But it is pretty awesome to see MPW just like clawing its way back to where it was. On one hand, it's a bummer because this dividend yield is no longer like 16% or whatever it was, but it is a good thing because nobody likes to see a huge loss in their portfolio. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I still believe in MPW, guys. I'm a fan. Y'all know that, so I don't need to get too much into that. But that's pretty much where we're at, guys. With the portfolio, I'm going to jump out of Seeking Alpha, but I have a really interesting thing to go over. All right, so first things first, on some unrelated topic for like 10 seconds, right? For those who like Pokemon, I got a insane Pokemon card, right? For you guys who are unconventional investors, this is a huge pickup, so I shall reveal it, right? It's a old school Pocket Monsters Japanese Pokemon card, and it is the holographic Team Rocket Dark Charizard in a PSA 9, guys. So insane card, just absolutely insane. Super excited about that. Back onto the stock stuff, okay? I wanted to put that in the video. I'm very proud of that thing. All right, so dividend snowball. What is that, right? What is a dividend snowball? Okay, so what that is over time your dividends get reinvested into your stocks, which means your future dividend payments are higher. But we finally have a bit of a visual on that now. For reference, it's the 14th of April. We're not through April yet. We still have a payment that's going to show up. Okay, so we're not all said and done with the dividend payments. But I want to go over how much money we've gotten paid in dividends by month from the beginning of the year to now. So in January, first month, right? Slow start. That's how dividend investing works. It's slow at the beginning, right? We got $1.46 of dividends. If that doesn't get you out of bed in the morning, pretty much anything else will. $1.46 is how much we earned from being a shareholder in the first month. Okay. February, right? The second month, we earned $4.64 in February. Almost triple, right? Or more than triple. Yeah, more than triple. So that's a really good change right there. Okay. So we went from $1.46 in January. Then we made $4.64 in February. And then March, right? In March, we made $13.72 in dividends. Like, you see the pattern here. It's growing pretty quickly. And this is just income, guys. Like, that is income. Now, I have it set to reinvest and buy more shares. And those shares that it buys will, in turn, pay me more. And I'll buy more shares. So that's why they call it the snowball. It grows and it grows and it grows. And, it rolls into a, wow, I don't have to work anymore. April. We're halfway through April. Okay, it's the 14th. Put a guess in the comments of how much we've made so far in dividend payments. Just a guess, throw it in there. In March, we made $13.72 over the total month. So, do you think that we've made $13.72 so far? I mean, probably not. It's only the 14th, right? Makes sense. Wrong! Guys, we're at $18.81 of dividends so far paid out this month, right? $18.81 so far this month. We're halfway through the month. Now, a lot of our dividend payments do come out at the beginning of the month, okay? But we do have one more that will be paying us or paid us today, so it will reflect in our dividend count tomorrow, and that should be another like $4 or $5. So, with this growth, it's pretty easy to see how quickly things can escalate, right? And this is the first month really where we can take a look back and be like, wow, there's some actual legitimate growth. I mean, when I'm going through my YouTube channel tracker, which I'm just going to pull up and read off of, I mean, we've made $32.53 of dividend payouts, guys. $32.53. We've been investing for 3.5 months. Like, that's nothing. So for 3.5 months of investing, we've made $31. We're getting close to making like, hold on, I'm gonna pull this back up. I mean, we're gonna make more than $20 this month in dividend payouts. $20 a month, like, that's a chunk. That's like your random brother-in-law and your family plan for Verizon. That's the kind of money we're talking. So, and that's after 3 months. As time goes on, by the end of this year, we should be making, mental math, like $70 a month, roughly. All said and good if everything's working out. But yeah, I mean, we're basically 3 months in. So if we're getting 20 times 4 quarters, I mean, that's $80. That checks out. So, I mean, if we're making about $80 a month after 1 year of investing, $80 a month is real money. I mean, I don't care who you are, right? $80 a month, that is a bill. Like, that's your gym membership. That's your, I mean, a lot of people's car insurance. That's, depending on what country you guys live in, that could be like a food budget. I mean, that's just depends on your situation. Obviously, like, we're on different boats, but that's something that, like, that's a good chunk of change after 1 year of investing. I mean, we are putting $50 a day every Monday through Friday into the market, and that's more than what some people are comfortable with. But again, you'd be really surprised how once you get used to it, it's not that tough to do. I don't talk about this that much, but I started investing like this like 10 years ago when I was working in a restaurant, and I realized that I was going out after work every night with everyone from work, right? If anyone's worked for a restaurant, you know what I'm talking about. And I'd get a Guinness and a burger, right? And a Guinness and a burger cost $28. So that's what I used to do. I started investing $28 a day because I never thought about buying a Guinness and a burger. I just went over and did it. I gave it no thought. So now so then I started doing $28 a day. Right? I was like, maybe I should stop going out for a Guinness and a burger every day after work. And, it worked out. Set aside some money, and it grew pretty quick. So that's why I wanted to start this channel, just so I could show you what the grind looks like. There's plenty of YouTubers. This is my $4,000 dividend portfolio, and this is what it earns me, right? I didn't want to do that. Now I can, but you've seen it from the beginning, right? This is a journey that you can follow. If you're like, there's no way that he's done this in a year, you can literally walk back and look at every Monday, every Friday, or I should say every Monday that the video uploads now. Sorry about that. But you can look at it and be like, okay, yeah, this is real. This kid did this. This is a real thing. And I'm not going to say I'm making the best stock picks ever, guys. I'm making picks based off of paid historical dividend increases. Like, that's how I pick them. I pick stocks that have grown their dividend payouts for multiple years and have a reputation of doing so. Stocks that I understand, that I can look at it and go, this makes sense. And then if something doesn't look right, I can sell it. If it looks good, I can buy more. It's not that tough, guys. You just stick with it. If you run into an MPW situation like I'm in, I still believe in the company. So now I'm just like, sweet, I'm buying it half off. Looks like a bargain. I'm from Boston. It's a bargain, right? So it looks pretty good. Like, I like that stuff. But anyway, really, really good to see sort of some dividend snowball in effect. I can't wait till next month when we can run that calculation again and be like, wow, we made $27 this month, or whatever we make. I don't know what we're gonna make. I don't look that far ahead, but keep it up. And if you guys are investing along, I'd love to hear what you guys are investing in. Throw it in a comment. Tell me what your picks are. I'd love to look into them. Again, I'm not a wealth manager, credit counselor, or financial advisor. I'm just trying to motivate myself and motivate everybody else. I'm just a dude in a triangle-shaped room with a terrible painting that I did 10 years ago or 20 years ago, a chessboard, and some Pokemon cards on my couch. So, that's probably the worst place to get investment advice from. But at least you can see how it works, and maybe that motivates you guys to do your own thing and figure out. But with that heartfelt sentiment, I wish you guys happiness, health, and wealth. And as always, roll the outro.